Recently निस्केको album?
So the recent one is Mon Kakura.
Okay.
And it was recorded like almost 1 year. I mean, you go back and forth between songs, and there's 5 tracks in it. Duita Nepali, Duita English, and Euta Hindi. And the best one performing so far is Hindi one, Kuch To Bata De.
I know that song.
Yeah, that does well. And the other one that I love performing is City Symphony Ban Modzagza. It's about a summer love, City Symphony. I loved when I wrote it. I worked with Mayank, and he's a producer from India, and I also wrote it with, and I also got in touch with Anmol. He lives in Nepal, and he was my school friend actually. So
कुन चाहिँ song?
Anmol Nepal. So he's actually very well known in the music industry in Nepal.
Okay.
He produces.
I thought you were talking about Anmol Kesi.
No, not there. But he's a great guy. Anmol and I we collaborate on songs. My next song, Bayan, has also been produced by him.
Oh, okay, nice.
Solid guy, and I would definitely recommend him. His studio name is Sansik Production, and they have amazing artists. Honestly, they've been doing amazing for Nepalese music back in Nepal.
So तिमीले यहाँ record गरेर अनि you sent it your file to them.
Right.
Working on post.
So how it works is,
How did you record?
so record गर्दाखेरि this is how it works in general. So मेरो दिमागमा एउटा tune आयो. I have something in my mind. Or we hop on a call together, whatever. Just say that basically मेरो दिमागमा tunes up, and I hum it, and then I have a rough draft of it, like a demo of it. So I record it and say, okay, I want this to give me these feels. I also produce myself. So what I do is I go into studio. A studio, when I say my studio, it's my bedroom. I know.
All detail ma जाऊ न.
So-
Let's talk. Give more details.
So when it comes to studios, I don't have a outside studio. I have sang in studio. So let me just give you an overall view. So everybody watching, my name is Uzwal. I live in Nashville, and I love music, and that's what I've been doing for a couple of years outside my full-time position, where I work in healthcare. So music ko lagi चाहिँ, I have a designated space. So I have a workstation office. This ko like designated space. So, and I have my own personal stuff. Music ko lagi na. It's a simple computer. I have an interface. I have a headset, and I have a Rode NT1 mic. And I was just telling him that I just bought a SM7B. So I'm super excited about that. Another one is, sorry, we said, but I have two speakers. That is about it. And then when I need to record now, while I demo it, doesn't matter what the quality of the sound is or how well it goes to the other person. When you're demoing it, and if it sounds the way you want it to sound, then you send it to them. Then basically, they work on it, they refine it, and then back and forth happens. Okay, you add with it.
एउटा project outsource गरेको जस्तो कुरा रहेछ नि exactly.
Essentially, but outsourcing is a great example. I guess you could call it outsourcing, but this is more like a collaboration outsourcing, I guess. What I've noticed is,
So recording चाहिँ तिमी you didn't have your home.
Got me, yeah. So record गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ what you need to do is either you need like you need like a recording booth. So I have a bunch of studios nearby, which I can just pay hourly and then just go record my part of the song, like vocal matra. And I also do that for a very crisp sound. I can also do it at the house. And I have a small booth that I do it, but the professional sounds I have is that you have to go to a studio, or you can also do it in your closet. Closet is the best place you can actually record.
To record?
Yes, it's best. So what happens is you can't even hear yourself back. Yeah. It's so isolated. Closet rooms. So if you try it, I think closet is the best.
I've seen people making studios तिम्रो ceiling त्यो under the stairs के under the stairs ठ्याक्क त्यो space हुन्छ नि त्यो space चाहिँ त्यस्तै खालको space हुन्छ नि त एउटा तिम्रो sort of one way मात्रै खाली हुन्छ नि त.
Right.
So I've seen that in multiple houses actually. यो उसमा गर्दाखेरि this is my studio and then oh nice. The whole studio not like a recording तर just good enough के setup गरेको.
I definitely agree. I mean, wherever you can see, you are able to isolate the sound itself. And to bounce on the sound waves cannot bounce back to your phone. Back to your mic. So that's the basic of it, like how the the song process starts, and while you're doing it, my problem with my items is loud sometimes when you're recording at the house and you're moving the mouse, so when you're so that depends on the mics and stuff too.
Of course.
That's why, like I'm saying, SM7B, I'm very excited. And I've used it in the past. So I worked with somebody and he had a recording deal, and super nice guy. And his name was Dylan. And then that's when he had like a bunch of microphones. He had one these were expensive microphones too. But he was
into music as well.
Yeah, he was a producer. Yeah.
Okay.
This guy has produced, I know it's crazy, but he's produced music for Charlie Puth. Like,
wow.
Yeah, he's amazing, like humble guy. And he was in LA from, I think, 2012, 2016. Super nice guy. We are not in touch as much because, different paths, and he's doing his own thing. And I think last time he was in France playing for an artist in the Olympics. Like he was helping him out. It's super nice guy. And then we wrote a song together too. It's called Broken. You can stream that. And then we wrote that song, and super nice guy. But he had like 4 or 5 microphones that we used to put in a box. And then, the first time we actually recorded, he asked me to check one with each and every one. And then he recommended me SM7B. He said that this fits perfectly with your voice. The projection and stuff, it takes it well. So I definitely recommend that. I mean, these are expensive mics, right?
Of course.
You just can't go and just buy one. And then, I mean, they're up north of like $400, $500. I mean, I haven't been able to get one, but like eventually, I've recently got one. So I'm excited to be recording into that.
Level up.
I'm trying.
Level up.
I'm trying for sure.
And so yeah, recording bhayo, and then you send that file to you guys in Nepal.
Yeah.
And they mix it up.
Yep. No, so it's not only in Nepal. Yeah, like for example, Dylan's song गर्दाखेरि Dylan's song
For now.
For now, yeah.
What you are doing now
even now 2 different places. Okay, so eventually Nepalको producer काम गर्छु. I also work with someone from India. His name is Mayank. Super amazing guy. Super amazing producer. He's doing amazing work. Shout out Mayank. And then
shout out Mayank.
Yeah. And then he's doing super amazing work. Ani
So he's the guy who wrote that song, right?
Yeah, we wrote it together. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Ani we worked on it together.
It's a super nice song, bro.
Yeah.
I really like that song.
Ani same thing with I also collaborate with one of my friend, his name is San, S-A-N. I just call him Sam. And then he lives in Midtown, the downtown area, Megan Bossa, and he's also a producer guy. So even when I'm working with him with songs, let's play. So what I do is I just have that. I basically do the same thing I do with people from Nepal. Here are the raw files. Let's work on this one.
Okay.
So same exact thing, just the distance is different. What happens is things turn out quickly. Recording, you finish you are part of the recording early, and then he does his part, and then we collaborate at the end.
Makes it so much easier, right? Process money,
Yeah, so one thing, I'm nowhere where I want to be when it comes to being a musician, and there's a long way to go, and you shouldn't. I don't think I'm in a position to give advice, but if there was something that I would say, you can't do everything by yourself. Like as a musician, as an artist, you cannot do everything by yourself. You have to be able to trust your team. You have to be able to build a team. That may not be producers. You can produce your own songs and everything, but consult with somebody which is in the media field. Get media trained, get media ready, what you speak, what you say. I think that's very important.
आजकल त सबैजना म गरिहाल्छु नि युट्युब हेरेर भइसक्यो क्या. That's what they think. A lot of people.
You know, and I mentioned this last time too, but you know how many people sing? Like how many people actually sing? And how many people
Very
like
few. Bathroom singles are not.
you know,
Singers.
but everybody has that dream, you know.
Oh.
Like every time somebody posts on Instagram and they put hashtags saying for all or for you, they want people to see it, you know.
See it. Look, they want to be noticed.
They want to be
oh,
noticed.
कस्तो राम्रो रहेछ भनेर,
Right.
yeah.
So like that happens, you know. So it doesn't matter how big of an artist you are, small of an artist. The dream is the same. Yeah. The dream is to do this for a living and for a long period of time. And I think you cannot do everything by yourself. Yeah. You cannot. There's a saying that you can do anything but not everything. So you can do anything but not everything. Yeah? So just be sure that you are able to trust your folks and build a team and move forward accordingly. And this will even time like that. It's going to take you decades. Like you're not going to be famous tomorrow. And I mean, not unless you're Justin Bieber, you know.
Who knows it better भन्ने जस्तो के look at me. Audio पनि हानेको छ, video पनि हानेको छ, like lighting पनि हानेको छ, like हुन्छ नि, you cannot do it alone. And I know it very well. तर that's where you start. If you never start there, you're never gonna हुन्छ नि, startै भएन भने त कहाँबाट you will not find a body as well, a team up हुनलाई एउटा second party पनि त भएन नि. Don't expect that people will see your job. तिमीलाई आउँछ रे भनेर सुनेर अनि त्यसले get you some job to do it's not gonna happen.
So same thing
You
with
have to do something.
Right. Same thing with this scenario, right?
Presence हुनु पर्यो नि त.
Right. So like same thing here, right? So तपाईँले सबै गराएको छ र त you know, okay, I need help here भनेर. होइन त्यो थिएन भने त you would not know where to ask for help नि त. Like for example, like मैले audio edit गरेँ होइन, मेरो audio धेरै बेसी सुन्ने होइन, like it sounds muddy, yeah. So how would I ask? So मैले त्यो knowledge छ र त, what I can say is, hey, you know what, my sound is sounding a little muddy. मैले भर्खर पनि फोनमा थिएँ नि म.
Question सोध्ने right question सोधिन्छ.
Right. Same thing. This implies the same exact thing with tech too. Yeah. Like same thing with your code as well.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I know. तपाईँको code छ होइन, you look at the code and you read the code and you're like, okay, you know what, this doesn't look as good. Let me ask with somebody. Instead of saying, oh, here's my code, look at the whole thing. You see what I mean? So you will know what questions to ask and you'll experience what to tweak or change, you know? And त्यसको लागि चाहिँ you need somebody that has more knowledge. I think this is the same exact idea with the whole consultants. You have these billion-dollar companies hiring consultants because they know a little bit more about that particular field than the billion-dollar company itself, right? Exactly. So it's the same exact, I think, concept, but it's on a smaller scale when you're a musician. It's a bigger scale when you're a big corporation.
100% त्यही हो. जहाँ पनि त्यही लागु हुन्छ क्या. Wherever you go.
Right.
तिम्रो यही कुरामा त तिम्रो just like what you done Nashvilleमा तिम्रो आएर Nashvilleबाट सरी नेपालबाट यहाँ सोचेको थिएँ कहिले यता आएर यहाँको ब्रोडवेमा जनी क्यासको गीत गाउँछु भनेर.
Crazy sounds in it. Crazy sounds is funny. So like,
wait, let me correct my question. So गीत गाउँछु मात्रै होइन, गीत गाएर पैसा पनि कमाउँछु भनेर सोचेको थिएँ. पैसा कमाउने बाटो पनि इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ क्या.
dollar, right?
गीत त जसले पनि गाउँछ नि, गीत त मै गाइदिन्छु, ब्याड वन इन क्यारियोकी नाइट.
Oh man.
तर पैसा पनि कमाउने.
It's dollars.
डलर्स मात्रै माथि.
You know, the first time like you make money. I mean, Nepal I sing in Tamil, होइन? त्यहाँ पनि हो.
Job man, yeah.
And Nepal, Tamil. I remember I had a band named Phoenix, and as we added, like, let's start from the beginning. So Barasakyo, I was applying to America, and I was trying to come to America, and I was just doing what a normal, 16, 17-year-old kid would do, and he's studying, and so I got it, and he made a band with Nissan and Bhuvan and Prem Akash, and it was called the Phoenix, and played in Psycho Restaurant, played in a number of, bars. And
these guys are still around?
The guitarist is in Dubai. The bassist is in Pokhara.
I guess no more band.
And they're all playing with their bands, actually.
Phoenix has fallen.
Phoenix has fallen. But it'll rise from ashes one day, I promise.
All right, that sounds good. That's the spirit.
It will rise from the ashes, because when I am traveling and I'm touring, I am sure that I'll get this band together. I will for sure. Nepal I will tour with this band because I trust them with full. They knew how I performed. Yeah.
त्यो एउटा मुभी छ नि, कुन मुभी हो हिन्दी मुभी यस्तै छ नि, एउटा ब्यान्ड क्या तिनीहरूको दामी ब्यान्ड हुन्छ.
Rock on.
रक अन. यस्तो ब्यान्ड पछि साथीहरू मिलेर कस्तो दामी गर्छ यार
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
But are they still continuing भन्ने कुरा
No,
तिमीले
they are.
कन्टिन्यू गर्यो जस्तै
This is I'm not trying to advertise or anything, but I have a school. It's called Signature School of Music, which I opened with my co-founder, my pianist from my other band. His name is Prem, and y'all go check out the Signature School of Music. We teach piano, tabla, guitar, and vocals across the board. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And we have, I'm not going to teach you. We have teachers that we've hired that are going to teach you.
Yeah, okay.
So Signature School of Music, definitely check that out. And, a lot of work has been poured into that. You can check us out on the website. And we have such good stories. And every, 5 to 10 folks, 5 to 7 folks we help somebody who is not able to afford our classes. Like we will give that for free.
Oh, okay.
And, somebody who's extraordinarily talented and they are not able to afford classes, we do it for free because, we are able to get that profit and then, bounce the border. So bounce, we are able to get that to a youngin who is interested in music. And this guy, I think I'm grateful for my partner, and he's in Nepal, so he does all the operations work. I handle a little bit I work on the strategy and marketing and, customers and sales part of it. Eventually go on about it. So after that, say we're also opening up like a location itself in Nepal itself. And stay tuned for that.
You चाहिँ यहाँको हो?
Signature School of Music. No, this is in Nepal, Kathmandu.
काठमाडौँमा. Okay.
Yeah, यहाँ चाहिँ, I don't think I'm qualified to teach music. So we have hired folks that have been teaching music. अनि अहिलेसम्म चाहिँ हामी in-person class दिइरहेको छ. अब चाहिँ हामी group class दिन्छ क्या. Like classes.
I mean, yeah, in Nashville.
In America, Nashville, I'm सिकाइरहेको थिएँ actually. So I had 2 kids in Mount Juliet actually. And I had 2 kids in Franklin, and I had 2 kids in Hendersonville, and I had 2 kids in Murfreesboro. So I had 8 students on music only, and I would essentially try and get it at least 1 or so you 8 students. These are total of my students in the past year or so. Ani Franklin Mount Juliet, so I would just basically काम गरेपछि I either go to Franklin, do their classes, and come home, and the next day, Tuesday or Thursday, Franklin भयो भने Monday or Wednesday, it would be in Mount Juliet. त्यसरी गर्थ्यौँ.
Yeah, nice.
On the weekends, I would, Hendersonville is a little far. For those who don't know, it's 30 miles, maybe like 45, 50 kilometers.
50-60 kilometers? कहाँबाट?
Yeah, अनि यहाँबाट Hendersonville त अनि 30 miles अनि.
Oh yeah, so
50-55 kilometers away. So it
10 kilometers. Oh yeah. 50 kilometers.
I didn't see it as Tara. I mean, the kids were amazing. Good folks.
So तिमीले सिकाउने चाहिँ अनि के क्लासिकल सिकाउने कि के what were you teaching?
So my whole idea was सिकाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ you need to have fun. मैले तिमीलाई नोट सिकाएर you're not gonna have fun. हैन? You need to be able to enjoy music. So what I would do is I would just basically give you a touch of it all. So guitar पनि लिएर जान्थेँ मैले, piano पनि हुन्थ्यो. So an hour session लाई चाहिँ 20-minute vocal गरिदिन्थेँ म, 20-minute guitar सिकाइदिन्थेँ म, and 20-minute piano सिकाइदिन्थेँ क्या. अनि यिनीहरू चाहिँ कसरी सिकाउँथ्यो भने I would ask them what their favorite song is. And I would actually teach them how to sing their favorite song. So मेरो students, they could sing Nepalको national anthem. They could sing Let It Be by the Beatles. And they were also doing they were doing a rock song. I can't remember the sound of it, but like have you ever seen the I was just trying my best.
How old are these kids?
How old are these kids?
Yeah, singing rock.
See, I'm sikarate as in like these guys are more like I was just giving them the whole like one kid was like 13, the oldest was 13, the youngest was 5. And he was actually, the young ones grab the chords of the guitar so quick. The 5-year-old, 4-year-old, 6-year-old, these guys are already playing A minor, B major, like bar chords,
but they know what it is.
But they know what it is in the guitar. By the time they go to high school, these guys will know how to do it. And by the time they graduate high school, and get into college, they will know like ins and outs of the guitar if they keep continuing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the. I mean, it was pretty. I feel like it was pretty hefty investment for the parents still, right? But like by the time they're in college, they're miles away of other folks. Chord sigira high school ma bachaharu, you are already through chords and you're already playing. So you're one step ahead. So I think that's all the edge we can get. One step ahead is like eventually it's gonna prove out like one step is still a win in a marathon, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my mindset was. But they said pitch to my customers as well. So it worked out well, I think. And also I'm not doing any classes anymore because it's all busy in boy and they got on a school holiday. So school, I have qualified teacher that can teach you. But I've noticed that a lot of folks do not want you to have online classes. Screen ma धेरै embed nos भनेर. That's why they wanted me to be in person. But now it's getting a little difficult to be in person. I would love to do like one class seminar per month, eventually, just for music education purposes. Like music business, like improve on these things. I think it's gonna be a good initiation. Potty, not now. Once I get to my goals, I think that's something I'll start.
Where did you get these clients?
It was just word of mouth. They're like, they give me sing and they're like, oh, do classes. And I was not doing them for the longest time, but while I didn't have school and while I was not performing, I was not traveling, I said yes. And that's when I did it for like summer. I said, "Gora dekhe maltere." Summer I was on bachar garu huncha ni ta. 3 देखि 4 महिनासम्म चाहिँ मलाई गराइदिए. अनि समरमा I was busy with work, but work पछि त्यस्तो धेरै केही थिएन. So I got clients that way. Just all that have been word of mouth. I haven't really marketed myself as a teacher or anything. It just makes me happy, honestly. Them just doing things and singing and
getting better. I know.
Yeah, they say that if you can teach, whatever you know to a 5-year-old, then you know the concept yourself. So
Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Back to Broadway la. Switch all mine.
So in 2019. I was here to pick up a guitar nearby Nashville. It's a Nashville town, Brentwood. And I was able to meet one of my friends and I came on a Friday and we hung out Saturday morning and guitar going Broadway, right? And I knew from someone they battered me. Signs of the sign like I just asked, how can we sing in Broadway? And they have like open mics on you. Fortunately, I was just right in front of the Tootsie's bar. And they Broadway. And then I have a picture as well. I'll show it to you.
Oh, share na.
Yeah. And then I was very fortunate. And they made me write my name on the board, and I wrote my name on the board. And after that, I essentially sang a song. And my first song ever in Broadway was Sweet Child of Mine. And when I played that, the band was so happy to be playing it. And I was also very happy playing it. And I got good response from them. And after that, I sang Zombies, Cranberries. And I feel so good. And everybody was jamming. I was having a good time. And I was like, and back in my mind, I was like, man, I can do this. Like, this is good. I'm here in 2019. I think someone like, I think I can do this. It's fun. And then they were like, do one more. And then I didn't, on the third one, I didn't tell them what the song was or anything. And I just, I knew like a very famous rock song. And I just started going like, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. And after that, like, everybody was like having such a blast and they started singing on top of me. And then the band started. It was just a good feeling overall. And after that happened, my turn was done and somebody else had to audition. So they just put me on the side, and their own drummers was the nicest. And she was like, hey, you can, I got your name and number down. Like, I can put you in schedule to start singing in the circuit tomorrow. And then I was like, I generally can't do it. I'm going home. I live 3 hours away. I'm doing my schooling and I keep on doing my schooling.
I'm just here to visit.
I'm just here to
Don't
visit.
give me job just yet.
And that's what I told her, and, they were like, and she was upset for a little bit, and at this point, I guess. But I said I'll stay in touch with you. We'll stay in touch. I'm gonna boy raksa. And when I'm back, I promise I'll do an audition again. But when I'm back, I'll do the circuits, and I'll sing. But anyway, that was it. And this was I just went back and I started doing my school, and my major is IT, so I was just studying and just working within my campus. Campus में काम करते मैले, and I was just working. I was doing my undergrad, and I was finishing up school. So right before I finished, I was fortunate enough to get a job here in Franklin as an IT engineer. And to Franklin is like 30 minutes away from Broadway. The Broadway, I say, fortunate to, have their number still, and just called her, and she said, just come down. I have a gig tonight, and just come down. And I went to a gig, and while she was playing, she was like, hey, come here, play, like in the break or something. And then the whole band joined me while I was actually singing Hotel California, and I was about to hit the chorus. And then the whole band joined with the electric guitar, and then the bass came in, and the drums were coming in, and I was just jamming. I was gonna have a good time. And after that day, she was like, "Okay." In a week or so, I started playing Tootsie's, Kid Rock, and then I played Honky Tonk Central, and then I played Ripley's, like these 4 bars, and I've played almost all the bars in Nashville, honestly.
Only you all that hook up from the same lead.
Yeah, lead one. But it's so like, they put you in this group, and where they say, okay, we need a singer today. And you basically pick it up essentially. And I did that for like 7-8 months. Like I was talking about like how everything is, why do you sing? And I sang one of my best gigs has been in Kid Rock, and he do that big stage, and you're such having a good time. And after that, Kid Rock would like roof at my balls on, like it's summertime, like the cool breezes like blowing on you. You're like having this gig, and like everybody's having a good time. Like there's there's a good time everywhere, like just it's Broadway. Yeah.
There's no place that you would not have fun in Broadway.
Yeah.
And then like music and beer everywhere.
Yep. Music. It's a heaven for like parties. Like everybody's partying. Everybody's having a good time. Somebody's getting shit faced on the side. But it's the part of life, like I'm just used to that, and just playing in general and all that. But the one thing that gets to you is, the emptiness after the gig. Like you sing, and you are on the top of the world, and like the walk home is like a mile, like 10-15 minutes away, and to your car, and then you're grabbing your car, and you're grabbing your guitar and just walking. It's empty. Like nothing, you don't hear anything. Your ears are ringing because you just played in silence. And you go home, and you don't even play songs on your way home. Like you're just in your head, and your heart's pounding because you just played a gig. And I did that for around 6 to 8 months, and that eventually got to me because I was doing my full-time job. I was playing at night, and I was doing the whole full-time job again, and just the body didn't get any rest.
So the gig ko so you guys used to communicate on WhatsApp or the group ma?
Yeah, एउटा group there. It's called Crew.
Or is it an app or something?
App, छुट्टै app थियो.
So already there is an app that people communicate on. Yeah. Until let's say if you pick that shift, that particular bar for that day, that time, to go, it's not there any available anymore for someone else.
It's actually very informal. It's like a WhatsApp group, and they say, okay, like for example, me, I have a band, and a band, so like they say, I need a guitarist and a guitarist, drummer, and a vocalist on this place at like 5:50 or like 6 o'clock shit, and then say, okay, I'm in. No. And then after that, you basically, they say, but the other person not gonna go in. Yeah.
So what if you don't show up then?
Oh, then you're screwed. And then like the reputation begins, like you'll never be trusted ever again.
Okay.
So if you don't show up.
So there is a way to rate you or something?
There's no way to rate. Like people will just want to work with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if they say, okay, like last time you didn't show up, what's going on?
See.
Like there are moderators, like people that have done it for years.
Yeah.
Like if you've done this for like 20 years and like this new kid, she doesn't show up one day, he's never gonna work with you again. He's never gonna work with you.
Of course not. Yeah.
And then, so that happened, and I worked, and like how bands are formed is essentially अब मैले आज बजाएँ तर it was not my band. तपाईँले आज बजाउनु भयो, you were a drummer, and then I say, okay, you're a drummer, I'm a vocalist, let's get a guitarist, and चिनेको मान्छे हुन्छ, you hold auditions, and then bassist भेट्छ, अनि त्यहीबाट that's how we actually made a band as well. I mean, Dylan was one of the members, and we played some shows, and it was a good time. But eventually, you know, that got dissolved. It happens a lot, actually. Band dissolve when they go back and forth again, because everybody has their own other commitments and stuff, you know. And if they find somebody better, then they'll just leave you. It's simple as that. It's cutthroat. Of course. It's cutthroat.
In Nashville.
This was in Nashville, and you know, the more, you know, the reputation, money, and you know, stability, even what's on the band later, but like what band. And majority of these artists actually get picked up by musicians, actually, like two little musicians, and they'll just ask you to tour, and then why would you work with me when you have, I don't know, Miley Cyrus just asking for a guitarist, you know?
Yeah.
And like, you know, Church asking for a big guitarist where they're going to tour the entire world with them. Yeah. And then same thing with like, and then they go do like cruises too. I mean, honestly, like pianists, there are not a lot of pianists that you can find.
How's the scene with money, actually, like money wise?
People like, that do Broadway full-time, they make 6 figures plus.
Yeah.
They make 6. There's a lot of money in music.
Like just for the gigs bottom at 3.
Right. So these are some numbers. That whole strip of Broadway, give me a guess how much that strip makes. The whole strip, bars,
total revenue?
Total revenue per year. Give me that whole strip matra. Nashville ko chutte कुरा hai. Just give me a wild guess.
त्यहाँको revenue millions and millions ma cha, how many millions भन्ने कुरा हो त्यो.
It's north of $5 billion.
Billion?
$1 billion.
What?
North of $5 billion a year. Billions. Like it's nuts. We're talking. I'm not only talking about the music only. I'm talking about the food. I'm talking about
the whole thing.
The whole thing. We're talking billions. More than 5 billion.
About एउटा perspective यसमा जोड्छु है त म.
Right.
So I was doing my research recently हैन. न्युयोर्कमा जति पनि अस्ति T20s गेमहरु भएको थियो नि, वर्ल्ड कप भएको थियो नि त न्युयोर्क र डालसमा युएसमा. So न्युयोर्कमा भएको गेम्स generated $35 million.
Right.
And you are talking about $5 billion yearly.
Yep. And it grows every year. So like we're talking insane money. Yeah, we're talking insane money. You have the whole Broadway strip, like strip and like the whole Broadway scene, you know, like the bars and like everything. Like it comes down to concerts too, I guess. Like they concert billions on
the. I think NFL ko revenue त्यस्तै होला. 15-20 million. Billion.
Oh yeah, it's heavy. I mean, it's more than 5 billion for sure. I mean,
but that's a huge number.
Yeah, so त्यो हुन्छ हैन तर त्यसमा like you know musicianहरु भन्छ like तिमीको तपाईको business हुन्छ नि त, your alcohol, your food, beverages, all that, the events त्यो सबै त्यो भइहाल्यो तर musicians make a lot of money. So like कस्तो हुन्छ भने like for example, I'll just give an example of a simple musician. कुनै musician को छ भने अब 1000 like you play 2 gigs a day, 5 days a week. Per gig you make $100, $200. कति भयो 2 gig दिनमा 400 रुपैयाँ. Din per day.
That's not much.
4 into 5 per week. $2,000 a week. I know.
Yeah.
A week into 4 is $8,000 a month. Ab 8,000 bhayena त्यसमा tax दिनु पर्दैन. Like how taxes work with full time job हैन. Contract labor job भयो. तपाई जानुहुन्छ यहाँदेखि Louisville 2 hours. You can put that down in your deductibles, expenses deductibles.
Expenses my account bhayo.
Expenses account bhayo. Deductibles. You're a business. You're your own entity. So that's why these new, like simple, like own musicians, or not simple. I'm talking about your, you know, one-off musicians. They have their own LLC.
Okay.
They're a business. They run it as a business. So I'm talking. They make north of $1 million, get $1,000. Simple, and they live good. I mean, there's no. It's just
those guys are the big ones, right? They're the already settled by say who are starting. So you went and tried it out a little bit.
Yeah.
What was the biggest that you saw?
Like I would never be able to do it full time. Okay. Because it takes everything within you. Like I don't think that's a. मेरो लागि हैन के
तिम्रो लागि हैन generally कस्तो जस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भने what would they be?
You'd make $200 like a day? Okay, a good so like एउटा 4 घण्टाको गिगमा 5 जना मेम्बर्स हुँदाखेरि you would make north of $100 a day, like $100 in 4 hours.
Each?
4 घण्टा.
No. So 5 members, so you got to split that
Yeah,
$100?
split on. No.
$100 each?
Each.
Okay.
निकालेर.
Okay.
Because if you play for 4 hours, think about it. If there's like 200 people in a room, and if one person gives you $5, somebody gives you 15, somebody gives you 20,
You never know. You could even have a very good day as well, you know? That town, right?
You know how these work? Like when you sing, so like you're playing, right? Like where somebody will say, okay, play Freebird, and that's one of the most requested. You know, Freebird by Leonard Skinner. And for that song, it's so overplayed that what they say is, I need $100 for our band to play it.
Oh, wow.
So what they say is, like $100 is not a lot of money. Yeah, like people will throw few $100 like they'll just do it. And a band left with the parts like that. They'll play. And if you were playing, like for example, you have a request, and that's $20 per request. Like for example, you want me to play Hotel California, you pay me $20 to do it. And sometimes these musicians are so brilliant that they'll, like for example, I did this one time because this happened with me. I did not know a lot of songs that other people requested, but my band knew. And so band, no, it's all they'll just play it and they'll sing it. And then what's when? I was just doing back vocals because I didn't know the song. One girl, or I think this boy requested Circles by Post Malone. Nobody knew it within my group. Circles. It's a newer song. Nobody knew it. So I was like, I know. And this was my guitar le bajan thale. Within 10-15 seconds of me playing it, they already were playing with me. And just gave them the chords and they just started playing it. And good feel that. It's like, no, I know that song. Only I knew it and I played it to feel good. But the whole Broadway experience, that was one song that only I knew that they didn't know. And there was like 50s and 100s that I didn't know that they knew. So these guys are exceptional musicians. Very good folks. They don't really care about anything. Just want to play, do the thing, get out of there. It's like a job. You know, a lot of these musicians do things on the side themselves. They have their own, they mix, they master. They have their own engineering things.
So similar scene, eh? Dallas one has a Tamil.
Exactly same one.
यहाँको मेबी अलिक थोरै somehow trustability अलिकति बढेको जस्तो तिमीले भने जस्तो गरी you do your gig, you will get paid for sure.
हुन्छ त्यस्तो
अलिअलि त हुन्छ नि नराम्रो मान्छे पनि यहाँनिर, but still delay गरिदिने यो गर्ने. नेपालमा that's a big problem नि त. Did you face that?
नेपालमा मलाई त्यस्तो भएन. So like के हुन्थ्यो भने पैसा कम हुन्थ्यो हैन. तर like I think I'm not the right person to answer this question for you.
हुन्छ रे भने सुने
अनि हुन्छ पैसा नदिने भन्ने हुन्छ. तर के हुन्छ भने मैले त त्यस्तो धेरै म त कति $500 $1000 त बनाउँदै नेपालमा पनि त्यस्तो धेरै हैन नि. तर I only used to like play couple times a week. त्यो हरेक दिन गर्दिन नि त. There are people that actually have their livelihood through this नि त. अनि यहाँ चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भने दिनु परिहाल्यो नि. हामी band त्यही on the spot split हुन्छ सबै कुरा. You don't like talk to that band again. त्यहाँ आयो अनि another person counts it. त्यो छ ला भन्छ सक्यो. And that's it. And that's it. The transaction with the band is done. त्यो पछि भोलिपल्ट भेट्दैन थाहा छैन.
So you just collect your tips. They
on the spot.
त्यही बक्समा बकेटमा हालेको.
अनि गिग सकिन्छ नि अनि अर्को बजाउँछ अनि साइडमा गयो. You play, you done.
But you're not getting anything from the hotel owner.
You do. You get I think $10-12 an hour.
Still, that's not that bad.
Yeah. So like
for a band,
exam like. So 5 जना musicians भयो भने एकजनाको $10 भयो. So घण्टाको उनीहरुको $50 गयो. 4 घण्टाको 200 गयो. But like that's अब छुट्टै. Like for example, मैले 4 घण्टा बजाएँ ₹40 पाएँ मैले. Yeah, $40 पाएँ and just on top of that tips
पनि आयो.
So I'm like that's what I mean, like you'll make north of $100 at least you'll sing. So 4 घण्टाको लागि $100. And नेपालमा त्यो I don't want people like think that okay नेपालमा त हामीले थोरै कमाउँछ जस्तो सोच्ने हैन क्या. I think नेपालमा पनि I think
हामीले त त्यसरी त्यो सोच्ने तरिकाले भनेकै हैन. What we are trying to do is just build up a connect अलिकति डट्सहरु पर्सपेक्टिभ नेपालमा कसरी सुनिराछ भन्देखि तिनीहरुलाई बाहिरको सिन त यस्तो खालको यस्तो रहेछ ब्रोडवेको सिन टाइपको हुन्छ नि एउटा.
Definitely.
Why can't we हुन्छ नि उता किन एजुकेट गर्न सक्दैनौँ हामी यहाँ बसेर?
Definitely. No, definitely.
Sharing.
Ani, what else is prominent? So, ani, businesses are the questions, and like, I think this is how musicians need to think today. मैले business, मैले पैसा पाइरहेको छ होइन, यो restaurant चाहिँ कसरी पैसा बनाइरहेको छ त? Like, why would a restaurant pay you if they are themselves are not making money? Does that make sense? I think that's something to think for musicians as well. I think it's a good idea. If the restaurant, the platform that you are sitting on is not making as much money, you cannot expect them to give you as much money, Same thing happens with like restaurants as well. I mean, you should definitely respect musicians more. Because, I mean, you see 8 minutes of work, 10 minutes of work.
Yeah.
And so I think more people need to realize that on the business part, but at the same time, with the musicians part as well. Okay, you know what? This is a transaction. You need to be able to generate revenue for this business, so they are able to pay me of that labor. I think I think they'll understood got that thing. So musicians are they're proper musicians.
It might have changed at the time.
So smart guys. I mean, I know so many musicians from
कस्तो दामी सिन चेन्ज भएको छ नेपालको अहिले. Oh man, beautiful songs, bro.
Not been there.
No. In total भने क्या. In general, look at the music. कहाँ पुगेको छ अहिले यार.
They've been killing it.
मिठो गीतहरू छ. Bro, I think of 10 years back, 10-11 years back. So तखेरि भनेको एउटा दुईटा गीतहरू हुन्थ्यो क्या त्यो आइपडहरूको जमानामा नेपाली गीतहरू भनेको नेपथ्यको एउटा गीतहरू हुन्थ्यो अनि त्यतिखेर मैले सुन्ने भनेको सबिन राईको एउटा गीतहरू हुन्थ्यो सुगम पोखरेलको एउटा गीतहरू द्याट्स अबाउट इट क्या अहिले म्यान देयर इज सो मेनी सङ्ग्स इन स्पोटिफाईमा पनि छ म कति चाहिँ आर्टिस्ट आई डोन्ट रियली नो तर त्यो गीत दामी लाग्छ क्या द सङ इज सो गुड
and
talented boys, man. And look at them touring around. Look at them living their life.
They've been killing it.
I mean, what is that? It's not like they do really good. They have that talent. Look at V10, bro.
I know, he's killing it.
Damn, that's someone to be inspired with.
Right.
Every single musician, even you. Like,
thank you.
He got the swag. V10.
Right,
Look at him. Like, school music. I think he knows what crowd like के मन पर्छ भन्ने कुरा क्या he's cracked that क्या
अनि like when it comes to musicians they want to do what they want to do क्या अनि once you have that freedom of what you want to do then you become exceptional musicians. Now I mean, like, thanks for bringing this up because I think there's a big misconcept. Oh, you're luckily famous boy, or like you're luckily tour garra. There's no luck at this.
No.
Every single musician that has made something out of his life, and I'm gonna say this again, every single musician that has made something out of his life, musician, artist, dancer, whoever, has put in their time and work and effort. Nobody it just doesn't happen. Subna Suman, Shrigo, Sazanrat Vidya, all these new artists, Anuj Jain, if you want to go to India, these guys have put in. Yeah, exactly. That song. Yeah.
That's a good song.
It's such a good song. And they've been doing such good work. And I don't want anybody to just oh, wow. No, they can. Yeah. It's their style of music. And we have to be able to appreciate it.
Fan followings. Not everybody likes V10 either.
Right.
Fan followings. They are famous for a reason.
Right. And you're like, man, I think about this so much because there's a spot for everybody at the top with music. Because at the end of the day, you only listen to them for 5 to 10 minutes a day. But when it happens on scale, impact.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to beating, his songs are flipping amazing. I'm like jumping to his songs. Exactly. And just in general, the songs are so good in their own realm. Everything is right at the right time. Just club, if you play, like a sobby song, sobbing song in a club while everybody dancing, that's not a right time. But if you listen to it before you just go to bed while you're going through that particular moment of time, then that connects you with you different. So that same thing with music, pani. Yeah. So I think as audiences, I think, if somebody has done well in this field, where there's so much competition, there's so much hard work, And there's so much attention grabbing going on within that screen. And if they are able to captivate audiences and they're able to sell tickets, somebody is spending their hard-earned money to go see it, then I think that's an incredible achievement in general. And if you're doing that for 20 people, 100 people, 200 people, the scale doesn't matter. If you're doing it correctly. This is what I like to say. That's how I think. And I want to be able to say this someday for myself as well. As I progress to the other side of my musical career, I want to be able to give that to the people that come in my shows. Is a phenomenal experience. Your experience because you're paying for the experience itself.
So, तिम्रो अघि पनि हामीले कुरा गर्दाखेरि we just crossed over नेपाली म्युजिकको scene जुन भइरहेछ नि अहिले. What do you think on that? Where is it going? Which side is it going? Rock, तिम्रो कता कुन genre-तिर गइरहेछ?
So I think it's more like a pop indie-ish album. The guys with the guitar are killing it right now, right?
Yeah.
Guys with the guitar, I'll say. You have Srigo, you have Swapna Suma, you have Swami Shrestha, you have Sazan Razboy. They're just killing it. Like, I want to reiterate this again. If they have achieved... Exactly. So many, like, and
Vipul
Chetri. And these are not just limited to this. These are just what I have on my mind earlier. Right now. There's so many other ones, right? Like Oasis too. Like, these guys have achieved tremendous because of their hard work and they were able to capture audiences. And V-Tain, like we talked about, V-Tain. And I recently actually just met with Dong as well. He was in Columbus.
Okay. Yes, he's already here. They're performing, I know. They're already there.
He was in Columbus last week. Yeah. So Dong as well. And then a lot of these artists have done so well. And I think it's definitely going towards a better side. And my prediction is that as we go forward, I think bands will, rise again, and a lot of rock bands will come in and be able to capture audiences, just elements like Gorasa, and you have these new artists just killing it and just able to capture audiences and being able to sell crowds and sell tickets, and they're able to put on a show. And I think it's incredible, honestly. I have nothing bad to say about them. I think they've done phenomenal.
The scene is really good. And one thing that we should not forget, यहाँको organizers
Definitely.
यहाँको organizers the way it used to be back a couple of years back, अनि अहिले the scene has changed.
Oh yeah.
Like look at so many कति धेरै ठाउँहरुमा कन्सर्ट्सहरु हुन्छ के आजकल. पहिला बिगर सिटिजहरुमा मात्र हुन्थ्यो. न्युयोर्क सिटीमा भएको सुनिन्थ्यो. अरुतिर त खासै भएको सुनिँदैन थियो के. अनि अब अहिले it's getting better. सबैतिर बढिरहेछ. So that means the organizers, all these organizers deserve a good thanks from all of us, okay? Even from our audience, हामीले पनि सुन्न पाइरहेछ हैन. अनि at the same time artists as well who are getting to come here and perform. We can organize this भएन भन्दा छैन नि त. हैन. Same like movies industry मा पनि त्यही नै हो.
Yeah.
So organizers are must. In Nashville, hopefully we'll have some scene coming up soon again. Like you said, Ohio is taking care right now.
Yeah, not only Ohio. I mean, you have San Francisco coming up, like Ohio. I mean, Kentucky is another one. Like Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, definitely. Like, I had a few shows in Louisville last month, a few months ago. Actually Louisville, and I'm fortunate enough to say that one or two shows a month. Traveling, and it's been good.
Nice.
To go to that. And organizers can't thank you guys enough, honestly. Like, you guys are amazing, phenomenal. Keep up the good work, honestly. And impressed, okay? Like, I'm just impressed how you manage all these things. Venues, vendors, sponsors, I mean, everything has to be on top notch, including security. America, everything costs money, right?
Big deal. सबै कुराहरु I think it all adds up, okay?
Definitely.
So तिमीले भने जस्तै you guys perform out there, you guys entertain the crowd. At the same time, the sponsors are पनि equally important मान्छेहरु हुन् के.
Definitely.
Without sponsors, nothing. Organize. So we all need to work together. Okay, सबैजना म एकजना मान्छेले I want to do it भनेर भन्यो भने हुँदैन क्या. I need a bunch of people supporting me, like sponsors, like minded people सबैजनाहरू चाहियो नि त सपोर्ट गर्नलाई. Then it would go where you actually want to take it, the scene. US को scene भनौँ न, in state wise, which is I think which is getting really really good. Okay, so the point what I'm trying to make is, as a musician, especially Nepali musician, at this very moment, market is very very hot.
Definitely.
So good music pop up गरेर दामी होक बनाउन सक्यो भने त
Yes. It's one step away. It's one step away. About if the songs do well, I just want to perform, honestly.
सही. यहाँ न्यासभिलमा एउटा अकोस्टिक नाइट गर्नु पर्यो कि, नट लाइक त्यो ड्याङजुङ ज्याङजुङ खालको, नट द बिग खालको गएन कि. कस्तो भने मलाई चाहिँ त्यो आई वान्ट द्याट नाइट टु बी मेलो खालको, लो लाइटमा गर्ने होइन, लो लाइटमा. अन्त दे विल बी स्मल स्न्याक्स फुड्स, बरु रेभेन्यू मेबी त्यहाँबाट पनि अलिकति जेनेरेट हुनसक्छ. नभए पनि आई लुक इन टु सम स्पोन्सर्स. आई थिङ्क इफ अ प्रपोजल इज गुड, इफ आई क्यान टिम अप विथ गुड पिपल, अलिकति ऊ पनि निस्किन्छ होला कि खर्च उठाउनलाई के. लाइक अराउन्ड ठाउँको खर्च रेन्टल भयो, अनि तिम्रो अनि अब गेस्ट पैसा लिएर नगर्ने क्या. स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूलाई इट्स फर द स्टुडेन्ट्स क्या. स्टुडेन्ट्स फ्री, स्टुडेन्ट्स फ्री भाले हो. अरू कोही आउनु मन छ भने आई डोन्ट नो $10 $20 राखिदिने पैसा होइन. इफ यु वान्ट टु सो सम लभ, कम सो. स्टुडेन्ट्स फ्री.
Yeah, no, I'll be down for it. If you are able to, and Ed Sheeran does this before the show day. Actually, do you know this? Do you know about this? So Ed Sheeran does this. So, जब उसको show थे ना, so Saturday show थे भने Friday night, Ryman Auditorium.
Yeah.
He did acoustic Ryman ma आफै एक्लै. He did it for like
just for himself.
Like 200 people थियो होला.
Oh, okay.
Himself.
Wow.
अनि by एक्लै क्या. And mic पनि राख्दैन. I don't think he even used the mic. Stage mic हरू मात्र, यस्तो mic पनि थिएन क्या.
घरिघरि त त्यो I just love it क्या. त्यो कस्तो एम्बियन्समा सुनिन्छ क्या त्यो खाली the way it should be. घरिघरि त किनभने माइकमा पनि त गाको लाउड सुन्न सकिन्छ नि त.
Definitely.
Anyways, that's the plan. So let's do it.
I'm
down. Make that happen.
And I'm down. And you say like I will never like do it for revenue. मेरो personal interest like गर्दिन. I want to do this because I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I have nothing to gain on this either.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do actually. I mean, I feel good about to get it. I can relate to them students, yeah, bro. Like, I mean, more students भन्दाखेरि someone invited me to attend a free concert. No, right. Bro. कसैले बनाएर नि कहाँ हुन्थ्यो त, हुँदैन थियो क्या. Now I can do it. I can do it. I will do it. Why not?
So, this, now I want to shout it out to some people. 2017 मा जब म मेरो गएको थिएँ नि, I had such good people supporting me, loving me, and caring for me. I have 3 names. His name was Vivek Dai. Shout out Vivek Dai. I think he's in the back in Nepal right now. He's he took me from म dorm मा थिएँ अनि Vivek Dai, Anjan Dai, अनि Sushant Dai. We were in the dorm and they took us out for dinner and like God logyo on this. We ate like traditional Nepali food and we did it every week until I moved out of our apartment. Moved out of my dorm. And I'm son of community there. And actually, Anjan Dai is the one who taught me how to drive in America. Daile मलाई गाडी दिएर द्याओ. दाइकै गाडीमा मैले के रे पास गरायो. के रे driver's license. Yeah. So I owe a lot to Anjan Dai, I owe a lot to Sushant Dai, and I owe a lot to Vivek Dai. I'll never forget you guys. The way you've showed love with me, like love me. The way you've shown love in general, honestly. My December, my whole time I stayed with you guys. And there was not a single day they didn't even ask me for money or anything like Kanzani. They loved me so much. And I've been treated so well by people in this community, so I want to give it back. And I'll keep doing it. To my, as much as I can. And so I would be so down to do that concert with you.
Okay.
Do acoustic concert. And, this has to be for the students and people, that actually want to have a good time. We'll try our best in order to incorporate everyone in the community. You know?
Definitely. अनि सपोर्ट गर्न खोज्ने मान्छेहरूलाई डेफिनेटली दे आर टोटली वेलकम होइन. अनि तर लाइक यु सेड मनी वाइज स्टुडेन्ट्स आर जस्ट फ्री. कम
Definitely.
have a good blast, enjoy, होइन. त्यसपछि go back and start studying.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, don't give up.
Exactly.
It's not gonna happen every day, bro.
Definitely. And even if some students are interested in showing their talents,
Yeah,
why not?
That's another point. Yeah, छन् क्या त केटाहरू.
Funny. And I think that's the beauty of music, and that's the beauty of talent and art. It can be shown anytime, anywhere. And if we are able to provide a platform, that's what we're here for, right?
त्यही त केही सकिन्छ भने and if that's doable भनेदेखि let's do it.
Let's do it. Definitely. I'd be down for it, and I'm always down. We'll stay in touch, and we'll definitely keep everybody posted who's listening to this.
Sounds good. We'll come up with a plan.
Yes, and this is also not only limited to Nashville. You live in Kentucky, you're a student, come down. You live in Atlanta, you have time, come down.
Anywhere.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the way to be.
We'll try to make it good. अलिकति fun खालको पनि होस्. अनि but it's not going to be loud and disco type को होइन फेरि guys. I'm telling you already. It's going to be acoustic, टक्क chill, mellow भएर बस्ने. Enjoy that as well. हुन्छ नि dim light मा टक्क maybe come up with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. There might be the date, time to propose.
Yeah.
College life सकिन आयो होला. कहिले भन्दाखेरि maybe this is the time.
Yeah, it's different when 100, 200 people are singing the same song, It's going to create a different ambience. It's an experience, I think. And I'll be down for it.
झन् बाहिर गर्न सक्यो भने त झन् दामी हुन्छ होला है. Like outdoor के.
Outdoors, I have my thoughts with that one, but definitely, we could definitely look into that, but I think indoors is better because sound stays inside. Bounces around.
त्यो त हो. त्यो टेक्निकली त डेफिनेटली हो. तर इफ समथिङ आउटसाइड पोसिबल भयो भने चाहिँ र वेदरले पनि साथ दिनु पऱ्यो फेरि त्यसको लागि. अब चाहिँ वी गेटिङ इन्टु विन्टर अलिकति डिफिकल्टै होला.
Definitely. Definitely something we can look into.
Yeah, we'll definitely look into that. ठिक छ त्यो कुरा भनेको. So more on music, what's coming up?
So first of all, a few of my songs are coming out. Artha just recently dropped, and Bayan is coming out. I'm so excited for everybody to hear Bayan. I worked so hard on it, and so many hours of production time and so many hours of writing time has gone into this. And I've heard great feedback. All the sensational clip I've been putting out, I've heard such great feedback, and a lot of people have been requesting or asking when this is going to come out. It's going to come out soon. I want it to create a bang when it does, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys. And more of the songs, I want to put more emphasis on my performances. Wherever I perform, like a few shows coming up. I have one coming up in San Francisco, California. I'm opening up for Cobweb and Elements.
Shout out to our Ekabasa guys.
Yep, Ekabasa Entertainment.
Bindas Entertainment.
Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity, and I'm so excited for it. This is funny because the day I
Chonchol Festival,
yes.
Chonchol Festival. Yeah, that's gonna do good. I'm positive about it, man. I think that's okay crowd.
So excited.
And it hasn't happened so ठुलो कुराहरु चाहिँ खासै भएको छैन. Outdoor मजाको. I think it's going to do really good. LA ma.
So excited. San Francisco.
SF
So excited. Never been to San Fran. Going there a day and a half early, and then just meet everybody there. And the funny thing is, the day I get my visa and to come to America, they were actually coming to perform in America.
Oh wow.
Ani there अर्को बुथमा त मेरो अर्को बुथमा थियो के इन्टरभ्युज. अनि हाम्रो पासपोर्ट लिन जाने बेलामा त्यो बेला भेटेको थियो क्या. So we met then, and they knew me because I had long hair. अनि Powerhouse भन्न भेटेको थियो. So it's going to be crazy when I talk to them and I say, I'm opening up for you guys after like 7 years.
And did you guys ever talk after?
After, no, we haven't, never, no. तर
बिर्सी पनि सक्यो होला अहिले त
100% बिर्सिसक्यो तर I'll remind them.
कुनै न कुनै तरिकाले सम्झिन सक्छ है.
Definitely visa 40 something.
किनभने त्यो रिली ठ्याक्क सम्झिने दिन भयो नि त भिजा जस्तो कुरा.
Exactly. अनि मसँग फोटो छ नि like this you remember this? You remember this? So I have that on my Instagram too. So I'll talk to them about that. It's crazy how time went by. Because I was there studying and I'm opening up for them in San Francisco. It's
okay,
crazy.
so that's coming up. That's on
7th.
7th of November, होइन?
9th of November. It's 9th. I'm leaving on the 7th. I'm going.
Okay. 9th November, Chonjal Festival, San Francisco.
That's right.
Bindas and Ekabasa guys.
Yeah.
All these awesome guys. Bobal huncha this show.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Lost, dude. That's next. And what next?
So next one has something going on in December. It's a show in it's a private show in Columbus, Ohio. Well, I think it's in Ohio. I don't know the city itself.
Okay.
But it's in Ohio. The details to be confirmed, and I'll keep you posted through my social medias. And the third one in January 2025, or some in the beginning of 2025, I'm opening up for John Rye.
Damn.
And this is in Columbus, funny. Done by Seven Entertainment. Cannot wait to put on a show. I've heard so much about John Rye and cannot wait to see him perform live in concert. Just looking forward to it, honestly.
And wasn't this this will be your second time, होइन? OIमा open गरेको?
Yes, this will be my first time open गरेको चाहिँ. I had a show आफ्नै थियो. दसैँ तिहारको त आफ्नै थियो.
अनि मन्त्रमा open गरेको?
This was in Akron, Ohio.
Akronमा हो this.
That was in Akron and
but still Ohio.
Ohio, yes.
Yeah. Ohio loves you, bro.
It's
Ohio calling.
Ohio calling. The guys are amazing. The girls and everybody there and the families are amazing in Ohio. Nothing, honestly, nothing bad about Ohio. It's amazing. It's just a good time overall, and I love visiting there. And I have a host family that I stay there with. I don't stay in hotels or anything. I have they just treat me like family. I just go and have a good time and come back.
Good food होला, होइन?
Good food. Oh my gosh, the food is great. Oh my god.
Hey, by the way, food को कुरा निस्किहाल्यो. I have to tell this, man.
Yeah.
मलाई मान्छेले दाइ फेरि डालस भन्न सोचिरहेको हुन्छ. Yes, the food is so good.
When I was in Dallas, I went to Bara गएको नि त. Baरमा गएको. Such good food. I loved it. Ani momo खाएको the next day. I don't remember the place I ate momo, but it was good. Ani there were so many, I think Momo Entertainment ko tayo खोल्नु भएको रहेछ. So the momo was amazing there. I loved it. And I'll definitely next time I want to go to Dallas, I want to do a show in Dallas.
हुन्छ.
Yeah.
It's growing. त्यहाँ त so many shows coming up now.
Definitely.
Lined up here.
Mm-hmm. So looking forward to that, hopefully. And need my music to come out soon. And then hopefully the more doors open, after the music comes out.
Okay. So two writers music dropping up कहिले? You know, yeah?
Yeah, sometime in early or end of 2024 or early of 2025. The dates are not released yet.
यो अहिलेको अर्थ?
Artha is already dropped. It's you can find it all on my streaming platforms,
okay,
as well as YouTube. But Bayan is the latest one. You'll love Bayan. I have a feeling Bayan will do amazing. I love singing that song.
Is this the one with the rap?
No, Artha was with the rap.
Artha's rap. Okay.
Yeah. Bayan.
Arthaको music video नि बनाएको तिमीले?
छैन बनाएको.
I saw a clip something. के हो त्यो?
Artha
के को त्यो जस्ट क्लिप थियो नि सानो तिमीले आफै खिचेको होला सायद त्यसो.
आफै घरमै खिचेको.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Exciting things happening, man. It's good.
Yeah, just trying. Just putting out music on, just trying. Nothing crazy. If you guys are watching this and if you're just starting music and you want to do something with music, I just want you to know I'm just like you guys, just trying and playing and doing the same thing over and over again and just getting lucky a couple times to play shows. That's it.
त्यही नै हो. गर्न छोड्नु नहुने रहेछ क्या.
Definitely.
You got to keep on pushing. अब भएन भनेर छोड्ने खालको होइन कि गर्नुपर्ने रहेछ फेरि. एनिवेज हाम्रो गफ सुन्नुलाई यस्तो खालको त जसले पनि एडभाइसेसहरू दिइरहेको हुन्छ नि त मान्छेहरूलाई होइन. अनि सो अब तिम्रो त्यहाँको टुर त्यो पछि यहाँ के छ Nashvilleमा?
Nashville, right now, there isn't much going on with Nashville. But, I play small venues every once in a while here in Nashville as well. It's Writers Round in Dubai. And the people that don't know Writers Round, it's like you sing your own songs. You have 3 singers. And you sing 3 to 4 of your own songs. And you sing 3, other person sing 3, and the other person sing 3, and typical sockets on. You have other 3 artists that come in and do the Writers Rounds. And you have that all everywhere in Nashville. Everybody's a songwriter, everybody's writing music, everybody's playing their own music. And one thing big in Nashville is like songwriting and playing your own music is big in Nashville. I wouldn't say like cover is frowned upon, but like if you go to a writer's round and you play a cover, it's not looked, people won't pay a lot of attention to you because it's not your own creation.
Okay.
So writers round are way down. So I do that. And I have a couple of English songs as well. Utopia, City Symphony.
Mm-hmm.
I play those. And sometimes I'll just do covers and I'll sing in country. And
music video कुनै पनि छैन?
छैन बनाएकै. The reason why I haven't done music videos, I want to do music videos once the music starts doing better. And त्यो बेला चाहिँ expressive भएर I have the freedom to be able to create something that I want to create, That's why I'm waiting, or I'm also waiting for somebody, that has experience in this field, because video production and movies, and this requires extreme, discipline as well as expertise. So I don't have that. So I'm waiting for folks, to come in touch with me, become in touch with me. I'll eventually get in touch with them when I'm ready to start one. And budgeting, there's a lot of things that go into that. And I just need to know that my music is well first, because I want to perfect that first before I get into videos. And you might differ, and I know a lot of people differ on this, and they say
हैन ठिकै हो कुरा, ठिक हो. मैले पनि त I listened to your album, हैन? अनि the song that stuck with me was Hindi song. अनि मैले तिमीलाई भनेको पनि थिएँ नि त, this song will do good. यसको work on it त भनेको थिएँ नि त. So I think it's about time. त्यसको चाहिँ I think need to work on music video.
Definitely.
And I'm telling you this, coming from video background.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's work on it. I'll be down.
I mean, that song is beautiful, man. That needs to be heard by more people out there, okay? किनभने it's people like सबै हुन्छ नि, अरिजित सिंहको गीतहरू यस्तो दामी दामी हुन्छ. This is also very very मजाको क्याची, मजाको छ कि क्याची, मिठो, like not too much. Again, मैले त्यो अघि कमिङ ब्याक टु द म्युजिकल नाइट भनेर कुरा गर्दाखेरि त्यो एकोस्टिक सेटअपमा I remember that song के.
Oh yeah.
Man, त्यो सङमा टक्क हल्का मेलो टाइपले त्यो गाउँदाखेरि कस्तो दामी सुन्छ हैन? So yeah, that's definitely there. अरु के सर, अरु के anything that you wanna say to the people who's listening? अब तिम्रो अब है, to know more in about Uzzi, you guys can listen to the podcast. अर्को podcast तिमीले गरेको छ हैन? I will also link that up. त्यो guys, what was Fusion?
Yes, Fusion Fun.
So I'll also link that on the description, so that that could be explored as well. Yeah. This hopefully would be a different part of you. This is already kura garyo ni.
Sure.
As a kura. So if you want to say something out, leave on a what kind of note? What do you want to leave on?
Yeah. So what I want to say to somebody listening to me right now is either you are a venue owner, either you are a music lover, either you just listen to music, or either you want to work with me. Let's get in touch. Open all social medias and emails as well. And you will, that will be in the descriptions. What I'm telling people about me is, if you have a venue, I have a show. Like, if you give me a venue, I will give you a show, and it's going to be a good one. And I cannot wait to meet every single city in America or even the world, and can't wait to give you the experience, because it's going to be a good time overall.
Nepali, Hindi,
English.
Maybe
Spanish too, we shall see.
Spanish too?
We shall see.
Okay.
Yeah.
भरिलै